So if we look at the tail of the tape here, Rose is the younger by 3 years and the taller by just an inch. He is also the more experienced of the two men, with double Khalsa's professional bouts to his name. Both men, however, have tasted victory on the BAMMA stage and will be looking to progress in a talent-heavy featherweight division. Buddy Johnson, as always, will get this bout underway.
Now we present 3 5-minute rounds of combat action in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting in the blue corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 145.4 pounds, a professional record of 2 wins to a single defeat. Representing RPMAA.com from Kidderminster, David the Demolition Man Khalsa. And his opponent in the red corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 146 pounds even, a professional record of 5 wins to a single defeat. Representing Lion's Pride MMA from Thornton Heath, he is Nathan the Black Rose. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Mr. Leon Roberts.
So Chris, an intriguing featherweight matchup. You look at the featherweight and welterweight divisions in BAMMA, they are so exciting.
And Nathan Rose, as we talked about, great Muay Thai. Khalsa, solid boxing, but it's that wrestling is the thing to watch out for him.
Well, as we saw, big left hook attempt there from Rose, and Khalsa the right round kick in reply. And for me, like you said, I wonder how long Khalsa will stand and trade with a no knockout. I can see the way that Rose switched stance there to southpaw.
This is another thing to watch out for, is that right foot forward. He's got a really good understanding of an open stance matchup when he faces a guy who stands left foot forward. So,
and he's walking Khalsa down now, inside leg kick. As I said, at the moment, Khalsa happy to stand in the range there. We know he's strong upright as well, but it's a dangerous game against a known striker like Nathan Rose.
But the thing is, in MMA, it starts on the feet, right? So Khalsa will have studied how to get that penetrating step that he needs for the level change. And he's looking to line up that right cross to the body or upstairs, straight down the middle.
And that's the key, Chris, the setup for those level changes. And what better way sometimes, as you said, is to exchange in the boxing, get your man used to that, and then go to take down. He's doing a good job at the moment, Khalsa, you're right. Nice little uppercut in that combination as well.
He's clearly worked really hard on his boxing, but that's the thing about Khalsa. He did so well in the amateur ranks, got the call up to BAMMA very quickly because he is a student of the game.
And for me, this is key for both these men. Oh, the left landed sweetly from Khalsa, doing a good job upright. But it's not an understatement to say there's so much at stake in this bout if you want to progress in this featherweight division.
Absolutely, it's very crowded right now. The thing about Khalsa is he did a very good job of reading that single low kick from Rose. Rose needs to set them up. The stance swap was really, I think, a smart tactic. I want to see him go southpaw again.
That said, the leg was caught, the right-hand counter by Khalsa. He's looking sharp in this opening round, Chris.
Fast right hand. Good head movement there from Khalsa.
Khalsa saw it. But this is the thing, Chris, you've got to be alert the whole time, because one punch can change us. Khalsa is doing the right thing. And again, if you look at the punches, he's actually landing cleaner with more variety.
I think one of the things for Khalsa, or at least that he's trying to do here, is have longer exchanges, kind of 3 or 4 punch combinations, rather than pot shots, because pot shotting with Rose is kind of a gamble. He's such a quick guy. He shows so many good angles. And I think that if Khalsa can box him like that, it's a smart tactic, at least until he can get him down.
Well, he got clipped there with the left. Rose just beginning to close that range. It was subtle, Chris, but he started to get a closer range, and the left was dangerously close. But the variety of Khalsa's work is impressive, body and head. And again, if you're looking at just points boxing, he's beating Rose at the moment.
That was what we were looking for. Rose breaks stance, squares up, and Khalsa drives him all the way to the wire, gets him up against the edge of the cage, pulls the hips away. Beautiful takedown there for David Khalsa. This is what we thought he needed to do. And you know what? Smart timing, right? 2 minutes left in the round. This could be one of the ways to steal it.
Do you know what, Chris? You're right, because it was smart timing for 2 reasons. One, He outboxed Rose in the beginning of the round and then thought, you know what, I don't have any more danger, but it's changed dramatically here.
Rose just able to kind of big brother his way to the top side, posturing up. It's those elbows coming down. Muay Thai also works on the ground, Malk.
Well, you saw that last elbow is why Khalsa went to the neck and tried to pull the head close of Rose, because that last left elbow really hurt him, Chris.
Not a position we often see David in. Generally a little bit more comfortable on top. It's not to say he's certainly not been prepared for this, but I don't think he expected to be here.
30 seconds ago, he was in total control, even of the takedown. And now look at him.
These short shots from Rose are dangerous. They can cut. There we go, another couple of left hands. He's trying to hand fight and then punch with the other arm, or sort of throw elbows.
Those left hands got through as well, and it's a real turnaround in this first round. And with the last 30 seconds coming up, Rose is really beginning to pile the pressure on with those punches and elbows, Chris.
Rose thought about the can opener to pry on the back of the head with both arms, but standing up out of the guard, drags the legs to the side, punches coming in. Good connections here from Rose. Khalsa in some trouble, Malcolm.
Yes, this is an incredible finish to the opening round from Rose. He's inside the last 10 seconds. Leon having a close look. Khalsa looks at the referee as well. That's why he doesn't want to come back up. It's survival mode at the moment. What a turnaround at the end of this opening round, Chris. Dominance from Khalsa. And then, when he gets the takedown and initiates it, all goes wrong for him.
And it was intriguing to see a little bit of kind of Khalsa winning on the feet in some of the exchanges, and then Rose winning in some of the exchanges on the floor. Hey, this is MMA for a reason.
Well, as you said, for me, you were right about the timing. Khalsa is winning the boxing exchanges here. He does it for half the round. Then he goes, I'm taking you down, but ends up here.
And the way he ties up an arm and then kind of comes over with an elbow, really smart. I love the way that Rose also was mindful of the jiu-jitsu. He kept his hips really, really tight, didn't allow Khalsa an active guard, squared up at all times, made the right adjustments, and landed some good point scoring.
They're working on the eyes of Khalsa, looking on that replay. Some of the elbows that landed, he was lucky. They weren't cutting elbows there. He's still in one piece. They're swelling, but he's not cut. But what a turnaround. And it makes me wonder how Khalsa is going to come out for the second. Will he box again because he was efficient and winning the round as he was boxing?
Second round, gents. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Bring it on.
So 2 of a potential 3 here in London. Great to have you folks tuning in worldwide. Oh, Rose looking for that counter right hand, Malk.
Yes, Rose, you feel, will have learned from that first round where we expected him to be dominant, where Khalsa really surprised us all with the boxing ability and the combinations that he threw.
Rose again choosing to stand left foot forward. It's a closed stance matchup right now, which is very interesting. I think his best success was when he was southpaw, but he's clearly got a reason for picking the stance right now because he's very gifted in both positions, if you will.
Well, he switches fluidly, Chris, which tells me it's not a mistake being made, because some fighters, it's a mistake. With him, it's a fluidity of movement, so he knows exactly what he's doing.
He's going to look for that left kick, and now Rose with the level change.
Well, he'd have been very confident after the last round.
Also reaching for that neck, thought about the guillotine. Rose, hand fighting here, is going to look to posture again. I think they think Khalsa's tired right now.
Yes, and he had success at the end of the first round, especially with the elbow strikes. And I don't think it's any coincidence that he's gone a lot earlier in this round. And as you said, fatigue might be a factor. The eyes are swollen as well. It won't be long before even little chopping elbows like this cut him open, Chris.
We said this fight was going to be about the wrestling, and here's why, right? If you're a good wrestler, you can either keep yourself on the feet, or you can choose to put your opponent on his back, as and when. Right now, that's been the difference for Nathan Rose.
Yes, and he's working it again now to look. The danger is those elbows. They've been so vicious.
Looking to try to hit that Matador or the Toriander pass, right? You whip the legs to one side, and then try to go the other direction.
And immediately, even subtly, the elbows and forearms of Rose looking to work those eyes of Khalsa.
Might be trying to hit an Americana on the far side. I couldn't quite tell. Khalsa turns his thumb, escapes, gets his elbows inside, shrimps away. Good work here from Khalsa, but Rose going to stand up, and I think he's going to try that same pass to the ground and pound.
But the problem for Khalsa, it's all defensive now here in the second round. If we look at the timings and the share of the first round, this is a totally different game in the second here.
But David Khalsa is tough. He had a massive hammer fist there. Rose threw his legs to the side. Oh, big knee.
And that will tire David Khalsa again. He went for the single leg takedown. Rose stopped it and creating space for these knees, right and left knees through the channel, Chris.
Both guys are chucking bombs. Huge right hand there from Rose.
Khalsa responded, but it was a tired response and it was a hurt response. The timing from Rose perfect there with the right hand.
Fastball right hand to the midsection from Khalsa.
And now it's Rose looking to exploit the angles with the boxing.
Khalsa getting those legs lassoed together, but Rose just able to kind of bully his way out.
I think you're right, Chris. I think it's the fatigue factor there, the way Rose was able to do that. But Khalsa still throws a looping right hand.
2-3 there from Khalsa. A grin from Rose.
Psychologically, you feel this has changed, Chris. You can see Rose growing in confidence during this second round.
Lunging in with the elbow is Rose.
Yes, Khalsa, you feel in defensive mode here. Still dangerous, as we saw with that right hand. But you feel everything now is damage limitation at the moment because Rose has really piled on the pressure here in the second round.
Just over 60 seconds here in London. Rose looking to try and set up that right again. He had that lead right elbow from the southpaw. That was really, really slick.
And you notice, even though he hit canvas, David Khalsa wasn't keen to follow up.
Khalsa's still gunning for it here. He's not out of this fight at all.
No, we're coming into the last 30 seconds soon of what has been a far more dominant round by Rose here in the second. And just out of range with that right, Chris.
I love the way that Rose steps into that jab as well. He really snaps it out there. Just such an athletic fighter. Rose looking to win the round. His corner was shouting to him. 30 seconds left, win the round, get that takedown. Nathan's been listening to his corner, and I think that could be the difference.
Yes, it's going to be a big round as we come into the final 10 seconds of round 2 here. And tactically, Rose really has done everything right here in the second, Chris.
Full guard here for Khalsa. A couple of punches, that's the bell. 2 in the books, Malk.
But Chris, it also shows you know exactly what he's going to try in the third because they were getting through cleanly. It was only the clock that stopped him. You feel now that Rose will look to continue here because everything in this second round, Rose really came forward. The right hand lands cleanly there.
He's such a good striker as well. The way he comes in from outside, he's got the athleticism. He's kind of got that fast twitch muscle fiber. Really good pairing and hand fighting. And he was really, I think, putting in a lot of dominant exchanges, stepping out just outside the distance. Khalsa's a game guy. I mean, he's still in this fight. He could still win this fight, but I think in my book, I've got Rose up right now. Khalsa needs a stoppage.
I agree with you, Chris.
One more hot punch. One more hot punch. One more hot punch. One more hot punch.
And you heard them say there, Chris, to Nathan Rose, one more hard round. One more hard round, they were saying to him, and he was repeating it to them. I think they know if he dominates this round, he's got a big victory coming. But as you said, what a tough competitor David Khalsa. We saw in those replays some heavy shots landed, and he's still here.
I think Rose has been really smart to not kick too much. That was one of the correct adjustments from the first round. And when he kicks, he either catches Khalsa in a little bit too deep or kicks below the knee. Makes it more difficult to take down.
And I think as well now, his boxing is set up for those transitions, for those level changes. Spinning back fist, and Khalsa says, here you go, the same. Rose shakes her head, nice exchange there.
Khalsa still looks pretty good right now. I mean, he's bouncing around on his feet. He's trying to use some head movement. but he's got to get a stoppage here.
Well, you look at the way Rose works forward, it tells you everything about what he's feeling mentally. He walks forward strongly, he's confident, he closes the gap, the range, looks for the uppercut in there, and just walking Khalsa down.
I mean, maybe they think they won the first. I had that Nathan Rose 10-9, but Khalsa's got time to work with, though.
Yes, I agree with you, though. He needs a stoppage, but Rose, as you can see, looking to turn it up now, looking to keep the heat on, looks for that short elbow again. He's out of range with it.
Good coverage here again from Rose. He's got really slick hand fighting. It's such an art in striking to be able to use that in MMA and under sort of the fire conditions of chaos and all that, you know, both guys throwing leather. He's really good at kind of moving his head just out of the way or deflecting the worst of punches. He's got his hands up when they need to be there. And his reaction time, I think, has been a major factor in this.
Second win, that said, for David Khalsa, looking to come forward, but he felt that kick to the midsection. Suddenly it all changed, and Rose realised, and that was the kick forcing Khalsa to the takedown. What an incredible 5 seconds there, Chris. It was almost like a delayed reaction when Rose realised, I've caught him to the midsection. Khalsa started to crumble. As Rose came forward, Khalsa was forced into the takedown.
This is key for David, right? He got that takedown before the midway point, but once again, the question was, can he keep Rose on his back? The answer, no.
No, Rose turned him far too easily there. Oh, the up kick to the face. Leon calling time. He's going to have a word now with Khalsa. The up kick clean to the face from his back.
Yeah, got to watch out for the grounded opponent there. Let's take a look at it again here. Rose, yeah, clearly down. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that's definitely an illegal shot. No two ways about it. Let's take a look at what Leon Roberts does here. He's obviously given a verbal warning.
Timekeeper.
No point. Okay. And that's good refereeing there, right? That didn't really have a profound impact on the fight, or at least it didn't appear to.
Well, Nathan Rose made nothing of it either, which helped. And David Khalsa's face showing the signs of battle now. And it's been a tough bout. Both men looking to grind it out, but you just feel Rose has been in the ascendancy from the beginning of round 2 here.
Southpaw for Rose, looking to work that body. It's a good kick for him there. It's a lot of power. Switching up, chopping low to the lead leg of Khalsa.
Khalsa doing a good job defensively and on the counter and making it difficult for Rose. But you look at the body language of two men, you look at the way the Rose steps back, then steps straight back in. It's like trying to keep the tide at bay, Chris. It keeps coming back into you.
And Rose, again, feinting with that upper body, thinking about the punches, level change, reaps with his outside right leg. Who's going to drop for a choke here, maybe? I don't think he's going to be able to get it, though. Khalsa correctly defending the chin, turning, and posturing out of it. That was a risky move here. Rose on his back. Khalsa, I think, has really got to push the pace now.
I agree with you, Chris. In both cases, it was risky, and Khalsa must capitalize.
Armbar attempt here from Rose. Khalsa with the limp arm escape, just sort of dragging it clear.
These are key moments in this bout now, but Rose turns him again. And for me, Khalsa, that was the opportunity in this round. When we said about the stoppage, whether it's submission or by ground and pound, Khalsa had to maximize the potential there.
There's that same pass that we saw from Rose. He's got knee on belly here.
Drops the elbow as well from that position. And with the last 30 seconds now, this is dangerous times from this full man, Chris. You can listen to the crowd respond as those elbows drop down. Khalsa, what a warrior. He's taken so much punishment in this bout.
I can feel the impact of those two shots all the way at our table here on comms.
You can hear the head hit the canvas there as Rose drops those elbows.
He was trying to step over for a mounted triangle. Rose trying to finish this fight.
Well, we're inside the last 10 seconds. I think Khalsa's going to survive, and I'll be pleased if he does. What a warrior. And what a great transition right at the end. Superb back, Chris. I feel Nathan Rose has taken it, but David Khalsa, he sucked it up and had his moments there, even in the third.
This is a crowded division here in BAMMA. We knew this was going to be a key matchup, a monumental opportunity for both guys. I think Rose is going to walk away the winner. Let's take a look at some of the action.
Well, look at the variety there, and Khalsa stung into trying to take him down. But Rose was just too strong, and here, Chris, these are thunderous shots, and Khalsa took them.
And there Rose capturing high mount, but Khalsa in it to win it to the end. Not enough in my opinion, but you cannot question the gamesmanship, the heart, grit, and determination of David Khalsa.
No, a true warrior. I think Nathan Rose, from the beginning of the second round, kept the pressure going, kept it going forward, and they're going to be called to the centre now. Buddy Johnson and RMC will make it official, but I'll be very surprised if it doesn't go in favour of Nathan the Black Rose. But an entertaining, grueling bout, Chris. Absolutely.
And Jimmy Manawa and the rest of the crew there from the Lions Pride Gym will no doubt be very, very happy. Jimmy Manawa, a former BAMMA fighter as well, so lots of heritage in that camp, and certainly a sterling performance from the young man tonight.
Yes, as we said, a stacked featherweight division, but now he's made a statement here tonight, Nathan Rose. And Chris, he's going to be a handful for anyone in this division.
Definitely. You know, he's got a great kickboxing game, and tonight he showed some new angles. He used better wrestling, kicked selectively, great performance. Here's Buddy Johnson.
This contest goes a distance 3 rounds, and we go to your judges' scorecards. Our judges scored about 30-25, 30-27, and 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Nathan.
Yes, even David Khalsa was talking there. The big victory goes to Nathan Rose.